NERDSoul.
Oh yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go, cause people, we got some Soultaku for your buttocks. We gonna have a good time. Check it. Look, we talk about Ninja Kamui, and before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Lynn Vidal, Deep House Nation, Enrique Carrion. It's people like you that keep the show going, keep me refreshed, keep me hyped. Thank you for your support, all that stuff. Shouts out to everybody, whether you give a penny or give all the pennies, or whether you like, share, all that stuff. Shouts out to y'all. But look, bruh, look. Toonami said we got a new show. Toonami said, hey man, look, y'all need to check this out. We got a ninja heading out there for revenge. Now I said to myself, I said, man, look, hey, revenge, I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying? Revenge stories, something like John Wick or something. You know what I'm saying? Equalizer, maybe like Man on Fire or something. Like I am down for that. So what you got? They hit us with the trailer. It was straight flames. So you know what? I watched the episode. I live tweeted it, and I had a good time. I'm hyped. We're gonna cover most of it on on Anime-ish on Monday or maybe Tuesday for y'all. But basically, look, the way they animated this joint, the way they presented it, from the music to the movement to the voice acting, they are really taking like a huge swing at this. Like you can see from like the way that this is produced, they want this to be a hit. Like they want this to be big for Adult Swim, and I enjoyed it, man. I like the music specifically. Like there were even the music that Joe was playing, the lead character, that he was playing like on his guitar, the kind of acoustic sound that they had, I was feeling that. And then also the background music that we get, and I'll start to talk about the beginning scene when we're opening up, we get like this dusty, dingy subway car, and you know what I'm saying, shouts out to all y'all New York people with all them dirty subs. Look, man, hey, y'all on your own. But this dingy, dirty subway car helps set the scene of the world that we're living in. It's a very lived in world. This isn't no shiny metropolis. You know what I'm saying? So when we get, right out of that subway scene and start to move around, we finally see, oh, there's this guy that's in a business suit that's getting chased by ninjas. Now, at the same time, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the guy from the trailer. So word, I'm in that. We there. I kind of understand what's going on. But I do have questions about the suit. My brother, where did you get this suit from? Every suit now, it's not, maybe I haven't seen all the suits in the world. But this suit, he able to do backflips, splits, you know what I'm saying, cartwheels and stuff. I'm like, what kind of suit is this? They must be getting their suits for where John Wick be getting his suits. And I know those ain't no Stacey Adams you doing flips in, because them shoes they got too much grip. Like Stacey Adams, you gotta, scuff them up on the bottom a little bit before you get some grip or something. Like, but the way they attacked, like the way the ninjas work in this animated series, they're like wolves, man. They attack this dude from all sides. It's like they literally kind of pushed him into a kill box and just came after him with full force. And for real, he was holding his own. Now I see why they kind of roll with overwhelming force and like millions of knives flying at you, because this business dude, all right, a homie with a suit with the Brooks brothers, he was well prepared for an attack like this. Like, cause he didn't really get off his game until like a stray knife hit him, and then he kind of faltered a little bit, and then the big dude, I guess he got dreads. The anime be kind of funny style with the way they be drawing hair, so it could be dreads or it just could be messy hair. But dude, I mean, you can see he got some size on him. So he came in, he was like, look, back up everybody, I'm gonna take this down. So we still see this going on from sort of, I guess, his perspective, where he's kind of getting chased down. And it seems like, okay, so he's kind of holding his own. But then when it comes to, I guess, the main, Tatsu or something like that, when Tatsu stepped in, it was over for him. He was done. They took him down. It was finished. And then, of course, they took a picture of him and it said terminated. So they're doing these killings for a reason. I'm not sure if they're contracted, or I don't know if later on the guy tells Joe, like, you can change your face all you want, we're still going to come get you. So I don't know if it's a situation where these are contracted killings, or these are people that have maybe like disgraced the organization, they they were ninjas that left and like you ain't supposed to leave or something. And we'll figure that out later, I assume. But man, that whole confirmed kill thing, they do not play, boy. They look. I'll give them this. Normally, when villains, like kill somebody, I'll be like, oh, of course, they just gonna leave, and he gonna miraculously come back to life. But no, they cut him, threw those little darts in his neck, then they stabbed the dude in the back. Talking about Joe when he was at his house, and then the guy even checked his pulse. So like for all intents and purposes, the man was dead. Like, I don't know how he came back. Maybe he's been studying mad chi or something. I don't know, but in this case, the bad guys did their due diligence. They stabbed him in the throat, stabbed him in the back, and let the knife go all the way through his body. Then they checked the pulse. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't blame them. But I will say one thing. They are not only extremely thorough, but they also check their own work. Like, yo, they was at the hospital, like, let's just make sure he dead. And then when he woke up, they was there to make sure they took him out on the rooftop. Well, they tried to take him out on the rooftop. Also, to the credit of the way this episode was structured, I do wish it was longer, because I kind of enjoyed the family part of the episode. Even though I know, animation costs money, we ain't got time for all that, but I was enjoying the family vibe. And I would have liked to get a little bit more of that family time, especially when we saw how the wife was, she was very tuned into the news reports and like, are we in danger? Do we need to move? Stuff like that. And Joe was like, nah, we good. We out here. Ain't nobody gonna find us. And unfortunately, he was wrong on that. But I mean, I can see how you would think, like, yo, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be fine. Like, there's nothing for us to worry about, because like, we got these neck things that change our faces. We're all the way out like in the country. We're farming and just, growing crops and stuff. Nobody's paying attention to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't do anything that stands out. And it was hard to watch the whole sequence knowing that they're gonna die, because in the trailer he said something like avenging his wife or something like that. So I'm watching the family stuff, and man, it was like some good dad stuff, like some great family time. You know what I'm saying? The kid's birthday and stuff. It was beautiful, and it was kind of heart wrenching, because like, they setting us up so they can drop us to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So that I thought was awesome. The way they did that, I could have taken more. Because I would have liked to see more of their relationship, but they did enough to get it across. You know what I'm saying? They got the point across that this is a loving family. They care for one another. They're, just kind of out living off the land, minding their business, sort of thing. And to see him even be like diligent with like checking all the cameras and making sure, they're not being followed and stuff like that, that shows that whatever danger they were in or whatever life they left is serious. And I'm pretty sure we're going to uncover that later. But to the fight that we got downstairs in the living room, the house fight in the living room, yo, he was coming correct. Like, there's not one whack fight scene in this show. Like, this episode, they came correct with the hand-to-hand. They came correct with the weapons. I even love the large weapon, like the large sword that the bigger guy had, the guy with the dreads. Like, I really dug that larger sword, and like how they were whipping it, and more of kind of like a sort of like, and I know this is crossing styles, but sort of like in a wushu fashion, the way they were like just whipping the swords around. It was just awesome to see, man. I dig this. If you're an action fan whatsoever, If you're a ninja fan like Ninja Gaiden, even the movie Ninja Assassin like 2008 or whenever that came out, something like that. If you're in this show, it comes through. It surprised me at how good it was. I was under the impression that they might have been doing one of these things where they show you the hotness in the trailer and that's it. But no, this joint is animated well throughout they didn't like just do some dope animation to put in the trailer. Like even when he's like strumming the guitar, like the animation, they put work into this for real. So man, I am digging it, man. From the house to the kind of like family stuff in the grocery store, even dealing with the FBI agents that were, oh boy, those FBI agents were horrible. I'll touch them real quick before I bounce. But the FBI agents were horrible, man. They were bad. But all of this was animated and came together well. The music was on point. I really dug it. I like the musical choices, even from the score perspective. And stuff like the elevator scene really touch it up a notch. Things like seeing that guy get attacked in the business suit in the beginning really threw it up a notch. And I'm gonna say this for the FBI. I know the FBI they gotta be dumb, because if they were real smart, then they'd be taking care of these ninjas themselves, I guess. But man, look, the dude just woke up from being dead, right? He gonna come up and be like, "Yo, I know this is a difficult time." Really, you do? He gonna just try to question him when his wife and child were just murdered in front of him. He was basically murdered, just happened to be able to come back. And now you gonna put your card in his face like, "Yo, give me a call if you got something." No, man, why don't you go out there and detect? Alright? Go out there, go to my house, look for hair follicles and stuff. The stuff on CSI. Do something. Why you gotta come ask me questions? Go check for tire tracks and footprints and do something that you don't have to come ask the dude that just woke up off the cold slab for answers for. You to investigate. That's your job, not me. You want me to do your job for you? Yeah, you can't go look for blood samples or skin flakes or something. The stuff they be doing on these shows. Go do that. Getting on my nerves. I'm in the bed. Don't get me started, but look, this show from top to bottom, man, I'm digging it. Of course, like that term and that they use, vengeance is the only way, bruh. I'm down for it. Let's do this. So, of course, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you down in them comments. Let's talk Ninja Kamui. Yo, I'm gonna be covering this on the main show on either here on Soultaku or with Animage with the rest of the crew. It don't matter. We're going to be talking about this show. I got some other shows to catch up on. I know it's been crazy. I've been working on a magazine and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I got y'all. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all. It's in the back of my mind. We got a whole bunch of stuff to get to, but I got y'all. Shouts out to Jason Reeves with 133 Art. He has a whole bunch of dope stuff coming on the channel. Shouts out to Coop from Blurtish. They got some dope stuff coming on the channel. And I'm trying to think who else. Oh yeah. Also, shout out to Arcatron and Anwar Hassan. They dropped a dope little EP for y'all. Check them out. Until next time, this is for me to you saying, yo, protect your neck. And peace.